Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A style type video. And last week I had posted a picture on Instagram, kind of letting people ask their questions below the picture so that I could answer them in this video. And I always feel really weird doing like Q&A videos because it's not like I'm some huge important person or anything like, oh, everybody wants to ask me their questions and stuff like that. It's definitely not like that. It's mainly because I get a lot of questions beneath my videos and I'm not able to answer them all. So in order to be able to like answer those questions, I figured I would just dedicate like a video to people's questions that they have for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer those right now. And I'm really trying to avoid this video being extremely long and chatty because I could sit here and talk for a really long time. If you don't want to hear me talk, you should probably just leave the video now because I'm gonna be doing a lot of it. Okay, and if I'm looking down here, it's because I'm looking down at my phone at the questions that were asked, and some of these I may have to give kind of like a pretty brief answer on. Some of them I could like go into detail, but I'm gonna try and keep it as simple as possible when I answer them, just so I can get through them without you having to sit here for an hour watching me talk about random things. So, first question, your hair is gorgeous, how do you style it? In parentheses, how is it in this picture? Aw, thanks girl, you're so sweet. In that picture, I used a Numi wand, and I do have a Numi wand tutorial. It's like a few videos back, and I actually did it. A lot of those tutorials were like some of my first videos, and the quality probably isn't that great, and the lighting probably isn't great. So if you're interested in seeing some more hair tutorials, if you want me to redo those, let me know below. I can redo those and kind of make them look a little bit better. But that is, in that picture, I did style my hair with the Numi wand. Next question, what is your nighttime regimen do you use? Your skin is beautiful. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. I have like the sweetest subscribers. Y'all are the sweetest people. Okay, I use simple skincare, and I do have a skincare regimen quite a few videos back as well, but I use their moisturizing cleanser, and then I also use the exfoliating cleansing towelettes as well, like, you know, a couple days a week, not every night, or else I'd be like, you know, my skin is pretty sensitive, so I have to be really careful about the products that I use. I have to keep my skincare simple, if you get what I'm saying. I also recently picked up the, is it L'Oreal Micellar Water, and it's like brand new. It's a really good product. I've never tried any micellar waters, but I saw it in somebody's video, gosh, I don't remember who, but I want to say it was like released in the UK before it was released here. Anyways, I have recently added that to my nighttime regimen to help take off my makeup. You think all your makeup is off until you use that, and then you're like, you look at the little cotton round and you've got dirt all over it, and you're like, has been like this my whole life. So I use that. That's a really good product. I'll mention that in a favorites video if it becomes one of my favorites. And then I've been using the Clinique Intense Moisture Surge, Moisture Intense, I don't know. Intense Moisture, I don't know. I'll link it below, but I love that so far. It's also in my favorites video if you missed that. I'm really liking that. So that's really all I use. I do have very sensitive skin, and I was on Accutane back when I was like 19 for a few months, so that really helped to kind of clear my skin up and keep it like blemish free for the most part. It really did wonders for me. So next question is, do you think you'll be able to make a living or steady income off of YouTube? I know it's just for fun. Well, I guess I would say that I would love to make a steady income off of YouTube. It really has just started as a hobby. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was like, oh gosh, I've been watching YouTube videos since I was in high school, but I never got the courage to do them because I was afraid of what people would think of me. Now, I do not care what people think of me. I do not care if you make fun of me for making videos, if you, I just don't care anymore. I'm at that point in my life where this makes me happy, I enjoy doing it, and it's what I'm gonna do. So sorry to get off on that tangent, but yes, I would love to make a living off of YouTube. It took me about, gosh, 2.5 to 3 months to make over $100, and I'm not gonna get into like the whole YouTube, like how you get paid and all that kind of stuff, but they do not pay out until you've reached $100. It's like a $100 threshold, so it took me 2.5 to 3 months before I ever got paid, And it's been really nice to kind of like, I've gotten a steady check every month from YouTube so far, and it's really exciting. It's kind of surreal to see that I am making money, but not a lot of money, definitely not enough to make a living off of it. But I am, you know, growing my channel and making strides towards, you know, maybe eventually getting there. That would be awesome. That would be the goal. So we will see. I don't know what the future holds, but definitely, I would definitely love to. Oh, this talking, I'm like out of breath. Okay. How do you manage a toddler and a newborn? I have a 3.5-year-old and a 6-month-old, and I seriously struggle. What are some things you do to keep the older one entertained? Well, I wish that I had a secret that I use, but I don't. I film videos when my youngest is napping and my other one is at school. Other than that, I am using all of my time to try and figure out things to entertain them. We spend a lot of time outside of the house. I just cannot stay in the house. We get cabin fever, like Justin Bieber, cabin fever. We get cabin fever really easily, and that is why we go out to like places like Target, even if we don't buy anything, which, who am I kidding? I've never been to Target and not bought anything. But even if we go out to Target and we just like roam the, you know, the aisles of Target, or, you know, we have little places in our area that I can take the kids to play. Chick-fil-A is a great place to go and let them just run around and get their energy out. I make them, you know, we go outside, and gosh, I wish I had like a simple answer for you, but I don't. I just try my best to keep them entertained with, you know, sometimes I'm just like, hey, here's a piece of candy. Entertain yourself for an hour, or here's my phone, please play a game. I know, I'm such a bad mom. Do what you gotta do in the moment. Will you ever go back to nursing is the next question. And I guess that kind of goes along with whether or not my YouTube channel is successful or not. I probably will go back to nursing. We are not done having kids. I would like to have at least one more, possibly two, but I want to stay home while my kids are little and not in school, you know, as long as I'm able to, as long as we're able to afford me staying home. And once they are in school, I will probably go back to nursing. I would love to try out labor and delivery as a nurse. I was a pediatric nurse, which I may go back to that as well. But I would also really love to see my YouTube channel succeed, so to where that I am making an income off of YouTube, and possibly may not have to go back to nursing, so we will see. So I have a question from a fellow nursing mom. What nursing bras do you recommend, or do you not use them? Yes, I definitely use nursing bras, and I've nursed both of my boys. I'm still nursing my 7.5-month-old, and I really like the nursing bras from Target. I just realized that like everything I buy comes from Target. Like everything in my mouth, if you see something on me, you could just assume that it's probably from Target, or in my house, it's probably from Target. I think it's the Gilligan and O'Malley brand, and they are like all lace. I have 2 of them that I'm constantly wearing because they're most comfortable, and they do have like an underwire, but I have a black one and a nude color one, and they're all lace, and they do not have cups in them, so it's easy to like slide the nursing pads into them, and they're just really comfortable. I found that like the padded ones are just like way too much. Like your boobs are already like really big when you're nursing, and so I did not want any kind of extra padding. It's just not comfortable, it's not necessary. So it's the Gilligan and O'Malley, and they are like an all lace looking bra with underwire, and they're fairly inexpensive. Being a stepmom and how your stepchild responds to your role in her life, has it ever been hard? Most of the time is great, honestly. There has never been a point where like she wasn't accepting of me. I met her when she was 4, so it's always been really easy. Our relationship has always been really easy. Thankfully, you know, I met her when she was young. If I had met her when she was older, I don't know, there may be like, maybe more difficult, but really she's the sweetest little girl. It's been very easy, but it's with us half the time, and so it's very difficult to kind of do your parenting style when she's going to leave and then be with her other parent, and they have their own parenting style. So it's kind of difficult to manage. I think it just takes a long time. I think being a stepmom is probably the hardest role that a woman can take on. It's, you know, loving somebody else's child, and you love that person, but you're taking on somebody else's child as well, and so you automatically have another child to take care of. You know, of course you love that child, and of course you love your spouse, and you wouldn't trade them for the world, but I feel like stepmoms don't talk about that very much because it makes you feel guilty. And sometimes I just get really overwhelmed. And I think it's really important when you are a stepmom to kind of reach out to other people that are in that circumstance that understand, because until you are a stepmom, you don't really understand the challenges that you face. So I think it's just important to communicate with other moms that are going through it, and to communicate with their spouse, and communicate with the child's mom. I think it's important to keep that line of communication open. I have great communication with her, so it really makes things a lot easier on you if you can just keep things open and honest. That was a really long answer. Another question, as far as pregnancy goes: were your pregnancies easy? What were moments that you loved and hated, or things most women don't mention after having a baby? So I had a very great pregnancy with Carter. I loved being pregnant with Carter. I felt beautiful. He was planned but not planned. Like, I was married. We weren't actively trying to have a baby, but we weren't preventing it. So we were really excited. I was very excited. It was a great pregnancy. I wasn't sick. I felt wonderful. His delivery wasn't that great. I had spinal fusion when I was 14, and that kind of made things difficult when it came time for the epidural, and I didn't get any relief at all. And then towards the end of his delivery, they pushed some kind of medication. I don't even know what it was because they didn't even ask me, but it made both of us really drowsy, and I was really in and out of it, and Carter was taken to the NICU with some breathing problems for a little while. And the whole, and I was induced. I guess that probably plays a pretty big part in it. So the delivery wasn't that great. And so for Cooper's delivery, I was completely against being induced. And Cooper's pregnancy was not planned, and I feel like I spent a good 9 months trying to kind of take in the fact that I was pregnant. And if you don't know, Carter and Cooper have different fathers. I was divorced before Carter was a year old. A little while later I got married, and now Cooper is 7 months. Anyways, that's getting a little crazy. That's a crazy story right there. Anyways, Cooper's pregnancy wasn't planned, and it wasn't like I didn't want any more children. I could not wait to have more kids, but it was not like I planned it, and so it was just so unexpected that I'm a planner, and it just really came out of nowhere. I guess when I say I spent a good 9 months, I just was trying to grasp the fact that I was really going to have a baby. And I was really sick with him and at the beginning, so I thought it was a girl because it was so different from Carter's, but obviously it was a boy. And I was really sick, and then towards the 3rd trimester I really started to feel anxious about having 3 kids. I started to feel a little bit depressed. It was really difficult. It was a really difficult pregnancy, and I am really hesitant about going into a little bit deeper part of what happens after pregnancy. I guess the thing that most women don't really talk about after pregnancy is postpartum depression, and just the feelings that kind of come along, the overwhelmingness that comes along with being a new mom and having a baby and having multiple children that rely on you. And it's just a very overwhelming, exciting, but very different time in your life that most women don't talk about. And I would really like to go into a little bit more deeper on this subject. If you guys are interested, I know that this is primarily a beauty and lifestyle channel. However, I feel like it may be a very important topic to discuss as far as postpartum depression goes. So if you guys are interested in hearing that kind of story from me, let me know below. I don't really want to go into it unless people are wanting. It's a very personal topic, so if you guys are interested in that, let me know below. I will kind of go into that. and in a separate video, because this video would be way too long if I started talking about it now. I just have one more question, and that question was from a nursing student. I think she was a nursing student, but she was wondering how my journey through nursing school was. I'm just gonna briefly touch on that, but honestly, I went to LVN school first, and that was a year long, and it was really fairly easy for me. Clinicals, I always hated clinicals. I hated waking up early and working, you know, for 12 hours, kind of like working for free, really. Honestly, when you're in nursing school, you're kind of treated like a slave and you're not really getting to do a whole lot at first. You're really just kind of following people around, and it kind of feels weird. But as far as the schoolwork goes, LVN school is pretty easy for me, and I really enjoyed it for the most part. I wasn't married yet. I was only like 19, so, you know, it was really all I had to do at the time. No kids, anything. And then RN school was a whole new ball game. I went to RN school after about a year of being an LVN, and RN school, gosh, I think was another 2 years, and that was a little bit more difficult. Again, the clinicals were the same. It's just, you know, you're learning a little bit more, but you still kind of feel like you're working for free. The difference is that the classwork is a little bit more difficult. The best advice that I can give you if you are in nursing school is to make friends. And that is going to be your biggest help, your biggest support system is going to be the friends that you have in nursing school. They say if anything is going to happen in your life, it's going to happen in nursing school. And that is no lie, because I got pregnant in nursing school, I had a divorce in nursing school, and geez, I guess, yeah, what more could happen? Yeah, the most difficult time of my life was during the end of nursing school. You know, they say if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in nursing school, so just be prepared for everything to go wrong that can possibly go wrong, but I promise on the other side, it's definitely a career that is very rewarding and very worth it. So hang in there, girl, and good luck. That was my really exciting Q&A session. I'm not sure why I just did this. I hope you all enjoyed kind of getting to know just a little bit more about me. I like to do these because it makes me feel a little bit more like I'm interacting with you all and kind of sharing a little bit of a part of my life with you, instead of just like, you know, getting on here and talking about beauty products, which is also, I mean, which is extremely fun, but I want you guys to know a little bit more about me other than I like makeup. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this gave you like a little bit of an insight to my life and a little bit more like deeper topics. I love doing these. I think it's just really fun to kind of like chit chat with you all and just kind of ramble on about random things, because I hope you all are having a wonderful week. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. I never know which side it's gonna pop up on. Hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in Friday's video. Bye. Oh, hey. What? Somebody just commented on my thing and said that the lavender shortbread was sold out. Of those candles that I just talked about yesterday. I'm telling you guys, it's not even fair. If I go on there and talk about it and you all buy them, then I'm like really doing myself a disservice, because I'm telling y'all about my favorite candles and then you go buy them all. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good. That's why I do those videos anyways. Oh, hey. Hey, Marlo. Hi. She's like, huh? Are you talking to me?